Yeah, I don't feel like any of them smile for real because they're all fucking up to something.
Mm-hmm.
He just like showed up and like, oh, like did something happen in the last 4 years that now they don't want him there anymore? Like he went away for too long. When he came back, everything was different. But this seems like one of those things that's been, I don't know, at least brewing since Sarah was there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Why did it take 4 years for the house to call him back? It's a weird time gap.
Maybe the townspeople were getting out of hand, so the house was like, hey, man, can you help me deal with this shit? These people are nuts.
They're like, check your most recent visited place's house and go back to Derry.
Right?
Well, no, wait. I guess the house didn't kill Joe.
That's the way I took it.
I mean, I think.
Or whatever's in the house. I don't know that you'd say the house, but.
Well, you mean like Sarah?
No. Whatever made Joe scream.
Oh, well, I think that's Max or whoever Max is working for, like the devil.
Right. I don't know what that is, but it's
But
not
I don't
a
think
good.
Max is at the house unless you mean because that's like whoever said that was the nexus where they all hang out.
Well, wait, I didn't say Max. I just said whoever made her scream. The evil presence that is in the house is.
True.
I don't think that's Max because that was there before he died.
I didn't even consider. I mean, I guess. Do we know that there's an evil presence in the house? In the house? Like, not in the town, but.
I think so.
Is that the cold wind you're talking about?
It's not the Micah, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's not the Mike. It's not the crying kid. And then there's definitely something there that doesn't want Mike to know something that Joe's trying to tell him.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they tried to clear her message off the fridge.
I definitely get the vibe that there's somebody who's like trying to interfere with Mike helping, but I don't know that I get the vibe that they're evil.
Well, why was she screaming in the afterlife? That can't be a good thing.
No, but that doesn't. Again, I didn't take that as. I don't know why. I just like thought he could hear her. Or how do I explain this? Whoever was torturing her, it doesn't necessarily have to be at the house. He can just hear her or whatever.
Okay, it might not live there. I don't know.
Like when they went to the Freiburg
I just thought it was one of the ghosts at the house, and it was like the big bad wolf ghost. And
I didn't take it that way. I took it as she's suffering in the afterlife, and he can hear that.
Why is she suffering?
Because she got her soul involved in stuff she shouldn't have.
Right, it's all wrapped around the house. So, I don't know. Well,
but I don't see it wrapped around the house. I see it wrapped around DeVore.
Kind of 50-50 right now.
And like whatever happened with the three of them back in whatever.
Well, yeah, clearly there's that. I think there's a lot. I mean, it's fucking crowded house. I think that was the English band for me.
Yeah, it's definitely crowded. That's why I said it reminds me of American Horror Story.
The Bunner's Bell, which I guess is Joe, if we're going to say that that's her, and I guess we can say that that's her at this point. There's the crying kid, and is that the same Help I'm Drowned kid?
I don't know.
Who knows?
And then there's the I guess Joe's the magnet person. There's a lot going on in this house.
Oh yeah, well there's the refrigerator people. I forgot about that too. The
refrigerator people. And Maddie sees that. I mean, Kyra sees them too.
Yep.
Kyra's out there in the dreams. Kyra's going Toadash with Mike.
Yeah, for sure.
I think this is Toadash. He just didn't know it yet. Wait, yeah. When Toadash showed up in like 5, right? Did we have Toadash before Wolves at a Cow? I don't think we had it in this. Because the Wizard and Glass was like all flashback. No, wait. Didn't they have to go Toadash or something to get through the thinning or something?
They had the I don't remember. They had the balls too, right?
Are you sure you mean the Wizard Rainbow?
Yeah.
We could do a whole series on those things. We have to do some fan fiction.
That's a good point. I don't think it showed up until 5. Well, maybe 4, but I don't know.
One of those post-accident ideas. Maybe he went Toadash when he got hit.
Yeah, I mean, the way he described it was definitely like something that he had been thinking of and then named it Toadash, like later on.
Yeah, that's really what it seems. So Mike, there's some connection between Mike and Kyra, I guess, but I don't know.
Well, Mike is acting like Kaya is Kyra's twin, but it doesn't make any sense.
Kaya never.
Right. And if that were true, then wouldn't Kyra be fine? Because it's like one of them dies, or it's like some kind of sacrifice.
Right. She didn't have twins, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Did
So
did we even
not.
confirm if she was pregnant?
I mean,
Who,
pretty
Joe?
sure she is. I think
Yeah,
the
because
doctor told
she
her.
had a pregnancy test, but I can't remember. Feels like it's been a while.
I'm pretty sure she was. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the doctor did confirm that.
Sneaking around with her brother and shit.
Yeah, I'm confused about what he's alluding to right now. Like, I get the general sense of something, but I don't understand the kids. I don't understand why Kyra has to die unless he's like it was some deal that he made, or they kill the children or something.
Yeah, like a certain number of kids every generation or something. I don't know.
Right. I guess it
What's
makes
the
sense.
kid disappearance or the kid murder rate compared to Derry?
Good question.
Like they might not be Derry, but they're giving them a run for their money.
Interesting too that it's called. I just remember it's called Dark Score Lake. I'm like, what?
I love that name. I don't know what it means. I don't know. I like it. It just makes me picture like the middle of the lake where it's like, you look down, can't see nothing but black.
Yeah, I hate that.
Sure.
It's very ominous.
Sure, but it's a great name.
First of all, well, I'm not getting in a lake regardless, but I'm definitely not getting in one called Dark Score Lake.
Yeah, that one we like go to Maine and go out in the lake. It's gonna have a whole new significance.
No, yes, but again, I don't know what it is. Lakes have always just creeped me out. I'm like, I'm not getting in a body of water that doesn't move.
Mm-hmm. Between this and the raft, it's all over. Well, they move with the. I mean, they don't have tides, but they're
I
not
mean, the
stagnant.
lakes. To be fair, the lakes in Maine are huge. Like, it almost looks like an ocean at some points, but
Yeah.
it's still not enough for me because, like, I don't know. It's like
We're gonna go
it's
out in the
definitely
canoe.
huh. I
We're
was
gonna
gonna
go
say
out
it's
in the
probably a.
canoe and see if. Fuck, you go.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
It's probably a phobia, is what I was gonna say, because it makes no sense. Although if it was a phobia, I wouldn't be able to even be near it. I feel like.
I'm not a fan of drowning. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's a phobia as much as a maybe
Irrational fear.
maybe it's a rational fear. Right?
Well, and I can swim very well. I'm not afraid of drowning. I just don't want to touch the water. It freaks me out.
Yeah, all that fish pee, huh? It doesn't go anywhere. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. And it probably I don't know. Again, it's probably irrational, but I'm good just not getting in lakes ever. Thank you.
I like how it's about to. I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily like touching the bottom, so I always put something on my feet. But other than that, it doesn't grab me. And the fucking Androscoggin has all those goddamn minnows that are biting at your goddamn ankle. You got to wear like a bodysuit. It's like water chigger.
You know what? That's probably the other part. If there were any clear lakes, maybe I'd be more inclined to get in, but I don't think that's a thing.
I mean, anything could be coming at you out of that darkness, as long as it's not more than like 10 feet. Wait, how deep is that lake? I forget.
I don't know. I've never been inside it.
I have, but not in the middle. I don't think I
Lakes.
would do that.
They also have they all seem to have some kind of weird history where it's like, yeah, there used to be a town here, but then we, made them leave, or we killed them all and took over their houses to fill it in with water.
The lake ate us.
Or it's like a nesting or a breeding. Well, what's the right word? A popular spot for dumping bodies.
I mean, lakes are good that way. Just make sure whatever if you're using concrete blocks or whatever you tie them down with is not like biodegradable, and the fish will eat it, and the body will float to the surface.
I mean,
Get caught.
don't do
See
that.
Scott Peterson.
Who's that? Oh, yeah. The guy who killed his wife and kids.
Yeah, she got weighed down, but like the fish ate through the zip ties or whatever, and so her body floated up to the top.
Yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms. We don't need to get it right now, but that's definitely not how I would hide a body.
Yeah, right? I mean, come on. First of all, wood chipper. Just saying. And some lye to clean the wood chipper.
I got such a dose of Saw when I was watching all that Watch Mojo. It's been so long since I've watched all of the movies, so I'm like, God, I forgot how gruesome these traps are.
Yeah.
There's some good ones in Saw, except the Amanda ones. We don't like them.
I can't I still hate gore. I don't even like getting like somebody's getting punched in the face, and like to see people like getting like layers of skin pulled off, and you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just like, this is.
The
Ugh.
one with the guy who had to climb through the razor blades, and then like the door was gonna close for eternity if he didn't get out in like
That
2
was the
minutes.
first one. That was the guy who tried to kill himself. So that was his test to see if his life was worth it.
No, he wasn't trying to kill himself. He was trying to get out, but he was.
No, so they went over this in Watch Mojo. He tried to kill himself. So John Kramer kidnapped him because that was his sin, was trying to kill himself.
I mean, you
And
want to
then
kill
he
yourself, do you? I'm gonna make
died
it really hard.
exactly, and like one of the most gruesome traps ever. I think that was the playlist it was, like top 10.
That was one of the ones that stuck with me. It's never a lot of time. You don't have time to think. Do it or don't. And if you think about whether you should do it, it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Like Amanda with the fucking dig the key out of the guy's intestine, who was supposed to be dead but wasn't, was just on a drug that paralyzed him and he could feel everything. Ugh. Yeah, there's some good ones.
Yeah.
So, like, I got the key, and then he's like staring at her and then dies. Well, probably how different would Saul have been if she hadn't have gotten that key.
I mean, I don't feel too bad for her considering she went on to make traps that were not possible to escape.
Right. That's it. Because she's all fuck Stan.
Uh-huh. She like super glued the door shut even if he did make it out.
Yeah, I can't stand her. Although I liked her when like she closed the door on the guy in the original Saw room. What was that? The third one or the second one?
I don't remember.
Like they did all Final Destination, and they put the cop. I think Donnie Wahlberg back. I think that makes it 4. Back in the original. No, he dies in 4, so I think it was 3. God damn it! I guess we got to watch them. We keep saying that we're not doing it because it might have been 2, because that's when his kid's in the safe.
I mean, that would make sense because, like, it's like, oh my god, remember that awesome first movie? And here's a cameo, like, because that was really popular when it came out.
Yeah.
I mean, it still is, but you know what I mean.
I mean, I didn't know his kid was in the safe the whole time. Sorry.
Okay. Anyway.
We seem to do that with this book. I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Ghosts and sex and the end.
I mean, I also don't. Sorry, just look back at the book. I don't really understand the go down 19 and 92. I mean, obviously, I get 19.
It says going 19. Come on, you can't figure that out?
What's the down part? It's just the crossword?
I think it's going to end up being that, but we haven't quite figured that out yet. Because he does crosswords, and he's mentioned several times him sitting there doing crosswords.
So what's the 92?
So go down. Wait, where's the 92?
That was the one that was on Kira's fridge. Maddie's fridge.
I don't know. I don't even know what the 19 is, so unless things are going 19, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a crossword, because he doesn't keep mentioning him doing crosswords for no reason. We all know that.
True.
So I think it's going to, let's see, go down 19. Maybe it's go, and whatever down 19 says. 19 down says. I don't know. I mean, this whole thing's a big mystery at this point. Like, fuck, I don't have any answers to anything. That's no accident, because the book doesn't reveal all its secrets at once. But I could use like one of the secrets. Like, give me something, too.
Yeah. I do agree that I enjoy that it's revealing, like we're getting little bits here and there, but it's like I don't really understand. So hopefully it wraps up nicely.
Yeah. You better not be lost. That's all I'm. Yeah. I mean, the big mystery is keeping me invested. I want to know what the fuck's going on.
I want to know what those owls are for.
I moved beyond the owls and forgotten they existed. What'd you say?
Yeah, I feel like we've abandoned the owls.
Yeah, I'm not. I guess they're gonna come back. I don't know. What was their point? He had to go there to find. Somebody told him to find the owls or something, right?
Joe said, "Find the owls." They're supposed to.
Joe. It was the demon.
Get it? Like, is it supposed to do they ward them off? Like they ward off crows or something?
Maybe they have.
Maybe they're ghost wards.
Maybe like voodoo. They're like trapped in the owls. There's like a soul in the owl. Yeah,
but she just ordered them.
Well, she works there.
I didn't know she was a soul transfer.
Well, now you do. She had to dive to like I don't know. I have no idea what the fucking hell.
He better tell us or I'll be mad.
Yeah, I had forgotten about them. So I that was the kind of the original point to go back, right? Something to do because of the owls. That was what he was looking for originally, wasn't it? That's why he was in the.
Well, he found that was when I think that was when he first found out that was why she had been back.
Yeah, well, that time, yeah.
And then he was gonna give it up, and he like somebody was like, "No, you have to find them." Oh no, it was when he was talking to that thing in the basement, and he was like, "Are they important or whatever? Or do I need to find them?" He said something like, "Do I need to find them?" And they said yes, and he said, "Are they down here?" And they said no.
Yeah, and then they said yes and no to everything else.
Right.
Yeah, he hopes to.
No, go ahead.
I'm changing topic.
That's fine.
He hopes to return to California by private jet very soon. He has business which can be put off no longer. If you promise to let him rest in peace, it was a goddamn suicide. Yeah, so this guy planned it. It was a goddamn suicide. So that was what she wrote on that letter to him that said, he'll just give up if you promise to leave him alone. I don't know. If I'm him, I'm not buying that.
No, and in fact, I forgot that they said that because in my notes I said there's no way he killed himself. But looking back at it, I'm like, well, it would make sense since he doesn't care.
He at least once had planned for everyone to think that he killed himself. I'm not convinced he's dead.
Well,
an old bastard like that lived to 150 just to piss everyone off. Well, right. That could mean several things.
because I think even if like whatever's going on, I definitely get the sense that he's got more power than the other ghosts.
Maybe he's gonna like take over Maddie's body and become young again.
Ew, what?
Not Maddie, Tyra. That would still be weird.
Yeah.
It'd be better if she was a boy, right?
No, they definitely are gonna try to kill her because that I don't like. I don't remember what happened, but
It was like fucking Hereditary or something.
something.
Ooh, Maddie. Allie, have you seen Hereditary?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch that.
Good movie.
That we can't say anything about.
I've heard it's creepy as shit.
Well, the first half is awful, and then the second half happens, and I mean awful as in squirmy and
depressing.
And you like want to get up and like smack the TV and like help it stop.
But you're not in the way because it deals with like grief is the best way to put it. And it deals with family members trying to deal with the loss of a loved one and not dealing very well at all and blaming each other. And so it's like, is this even a horror movie? And then the horror parts that happen.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Yeah, the way they're talking to each other is just like, oh my god, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, stop doing that.
Phenomenal acting. Definitely. Like, oh, I love that movie. I love A24. I will always say that.
I was gonna say I was gonna ask you that, so I just
Mm-hmm.
What's the new one? Stephen King, I think. The Monkey? Is that A24?
I think
so.
I think so, yeah.
These guys.
Stephen King, now. James Wan, and Osgood Perkins.
And Osgood is what?
Osgood did Longlegs.
Fuck off. I'm watching that tonight.
Allie, did you watch that one?
No.
That was out there. I was
streaming out on Hulu if you want to watch it. Anyone who wants to watch it.
Yeah, I did. It's on my list to watch for sure.
Shout out.
That movie was fucking weird as hell.
I know that Nick Cage is in it, and I'm like, interesting.
Yeah,
so,
and
that means you have to watch it.
He does. I didn't recognize him. I didn't even know that was him at first. Let me just say that.
He's a great actor in the history of acting.
He is. I love him. I love his what would you call that? Resurgence or redemption or like whatever.
Reinvigoration. Yeah, he's like popular again since. Yeah, for some reason.
He was memed to hell for a while, and then now people love him. And part of that is because he's accepted that he has done some goofy ass roles.
Why not? We're still living a pretty good life, bro.
That's all we want is like to just be self-aware, and then people love you.
And what's the other one with him? Arcadian, I think it's called.
Oh, he's in that too. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's like the main I mean, do you know anything about it?
No.
It's like post-apocalyptic. Can't leave the house at night. Kind of like From. Remember I was telling you it has like From vibes. Bad shit happens at night,
Yeah.
and he's like the dad with the kids holed up in the farmhouse.
He is definitely talented. He's played like a lot of different roles.
He should be Mike Noonan.
No, don't do that to him. I like Nick Cage.
Well, you could still like him.
I guess it tracks that I didn't like Pierce Brosnan.
I'm going to go ahead and say that. I just saw a commercial with some movie he's in, and he's like, well, like 20 years old. He's all white hair now instead of some white hair. I was like, oh, hey, well, somebody likes him because he's still doing it.
Well, I'm not even saying he's a bad actor. I'm just saying his acting in that movie is like what you would expect from, like I don't even know, a non-actor.
I mean, as a movie, he's like, mostly kind of the only character in this. So that's what I was saying. You're living in his head for most of this book, so that's hard to convey in a movie, and it's hard to pull off and keep people interested as an actor in a movie when they haven't read the book.
But it was I mean, I get what you're saying, and maybe that's why, because it felt like I was watching a soap opera because it was so over dramatic. You'd be like, no, why? And I'm like, oh,
It's kind of like that scene. Oh yeah, they totally changed her death in the movie too.
Well,
Gets smacked by a bus, total Final Destination style.
Yeah, it was so like even that scene was super cheesy. Like
I like that scene. I like the slow mo, and he was.
It looked like.
Although I was like, as soon as he heard like sirens, he was like, "What's wrong with my wife?" Like,
yeah,
like you're just New York City. Like, you hear sirens all the time. And I think he's traumatized by the Rite Aid that he was near his house. That Rite Aid shows up in a lot of books, and it's never good. Joe died in the Rite Aid parking lot. I read.
Oh, right. And then something happened, or it was the Red Apple store.
There's something about the Rite Aid. Yeah, wasn't that next to the Red Apple in Insomnia or something? Something bad happened there.
Yeah.
And then it's on the Stephen King tour. Something actually happened at the Rite Aid.
Yeah, I kind of vaguely remember that.
Yeah, I think I can remember Jamie or Stu, or one of them. Well, it had to be one of them. Telling the story. So what does he say? Like most Mainers, I've never bought lobster in a store or something like that. Like, oh, come on. I would buy a lobster roll if it cost him much damn money. In the Mood is the song, right? Glenn Miller, blah, blah, blah.
Everybody's dancing when they're in the mood.
I love the name of the band. I was turning to look at the band show, where an 8-man combo called the Castle Rockers was setting up. I had an idea In the Mood was about to close if they got the rock and roll. Or about as close as they got the rock and roll. Like the Castle Rockers. I'm surprised there's not a band called that, actually.
There might be. Did you look it up?
I did not. I don't do stuff like that immediately.
Well, this is how you don't know that.
Well, I'd rather speculate for a while. Then I can have my own reality.
Something I did look up, though, when I was reading, because I was like, what the fuck is that? Is whatever drug he kept in the house that he was like, I don't need anymore, but I still have it.
Oh, I saw that too. I thought it was.
Yeah, Mellaril.
So what did it say?
It's an antipsychotic and is used to treat schizophrenia.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What was it called?
Mellaril.
And this is Mike keeps that in the house.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so that adds an interesting twist because it's the saying that he's like,
wait,
has schizophrenia.
It's not called schizophrenia anymore, right? Or does that mean something else?
No, it's still. I think it's still called that. You might be thinking of DID. Multiple personality disorder.
Yeah. There's no schizophrenia now.
No. Those are different. DID is not schizophrenia.
What's schizophrenia?
It's a different.
Schizophrenia used to be DID, and now
no. DID used to be multiple personality disorder,
which was schizophrenia.
It's not the same thing.
But it was. What the fuck I'm telling you? What is schizophrenia now?
Well, I'm gonna Google it. Hold on.
You're no fun.
I know this almost 100% certain. But I think it's interesting that I never would have thought to look that up, so that does add a whole nother layer to it. Like, is he taking those meds?
I
Right.
mean, if he's
Yeah.
off his meds, that could explain this whole book. Shit,
Right?
that kind of changes everything.
Okay, hold on. Dissociative identity disorder is not the same as schizophrenia. While they can share overlapping symptoms, they are distinct mental health conditions with fundamentally different characteristics. DID primarily involves the development of multiple distinct identities, while schizophrenia is characterized by the distorted reality perception through hallucinations and delusions, but
It's
not separate
paranoid, right?
personality.
Now, paranoid schizophrenia is like where you think people are following you and stuff like that. But they used to call multiple personality. They used to say schizophrenia. It was like an all-inclusive term that meant all that shit, whether it was being paranoid or multiple personality.
I think you're whatever. I'm not going to argue, but I don't think schizophrenia was ever called multiple. Oh, maybe it was. Let me see.
It was called that, but when you said that, that's what you meant.
But that's not the same disease. There's a whole different thing.
I'm telling you, that's what it was. Just like the 90s. It was a
Schizophrenia
different
is
time.
like hearing voices in your house, in your
Yes.
house, in your
Yes.
mind. But DID
Yes.
is actually living different personalities. Like you're
Nobody's
not aware.
arguing that. I'm not arguing that. I'm telling you that's what it meant when we said it.
Well, then you were wrong. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, that's why they split it off and made it more clear. It wasn't like me. I'm talking about like society. It's like when I was a kid, that's what schizophrenia meant.
Well, yeah, because then yeah, that was just wrong.
Well, right. I'm not saying it was right. I'm just saying when you said schizophrenia like 30 years ago, you meant you had a bunch of personalities and shit.
According to Google, schizophrenia was never called multiple personality disorder.
That's Google on their shit. Google didn't exist in the 80s.
It is a common misconception. Oh wait, it's a common misconception that schizophrenia means having a split personality, but that's not correct.
Right. Okay. I'm not arguing with that because everybody was calling it that. So. What the hell does the dog matter? This little stuffed dog that was gray, not black. I don't. Because he says it was in when they're Todash, I think, right?
Kira's
No,
dog.
not when they're Todash. This is the dog and the Happy Meal.
Mm.
The dog. He says yes, of course, it was a dog. Like I don't know what that means. And it was gray, not black. Although why I care about the color either way, I didn't know. It's like,
well, are you talking about when he came back from going Todash?
yeah, when he meets Maddie and Kyra, like the next day.
Oh wait, well, okay,
No,
never mind.
when she pulled it out of the Happy Meal, that was before they had gone Todash.
Oh, well,
But I think he
right.
was saying it can't not gray, not black. It can't be black because I think it was a teddy bear in his dream that was black with like the bed full of blood where he had supposedly killed.
Oh, that was a teddy bear. That thing that he thought was her.
That would
Yeah.
make sense. Yeah.
Okay, why did he just say that? He's like, I don't know why I cared what color it was. Like, well, that's not hard to figure out.
Maybe he didn't remember. I don't know.
He was too busy going Toadette. What is it? What did we go up to? Through 22 or through 23?
Through 22, stop at 23.
Okay.
Oh, also we had a JFK. I think that's JFK assassination he's talking about with the president's wife wasn't hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, no doubt. That's exactly what he's talking about because Jackie had blood all over her face because she was sitting right next to him when his head exploded.
That's not funny. I don't know why I laughed at that.
I mean, it's kind of funny. It just didn't that there's always. Has there ever been a book without a reference? I guess we have to figure out at this point.
That's gotta be my new project. I don't know if it was referenced in Buick 8 now that I don't remember.
I'm sure it was.
You guys said that there was very
I think we actually
very
caught one. There was something.
I'll have to look at my notes because if there was, I wrote it down for sure.
Like when a radio dial was doing something, it was like the president is dead or something.
Maybe that sounds right. Yeah.
Maybe that was a different book, but yeah, I don't something. So he's.
Wait a second. I totally forgot. I wrote down this quote from Sarah Tidwell. She said, "You're gonna get what you want, sugar, all the comfort you need, but you want to let me finish my business. You hear me, boy? Just stand clear." So
Yeah, I
what
didn't
is
know.
she doing?
Yeah, is she like a hooker or something?
Because I definitely imagine, like, she seems like the victim here, but then she also seems kind of like dangerous. So I'm like, what is she taking revenge on? Like all the dead and the living, or something? Like,
I would, and what does he want? I think I know what he wants, but I may be misinterpreting. Everybody gets what they, but yeah, I don't. I think this is one of those like monkey situations. You're gonna get what you want, but it's not gonna be what you thought it was.
uh, yeah, good question. I don't know.
So that's the monkey's paw, not the symbol one, where with the fingers. Every time you make a wish, the finger comes down.
No, I'm confused. You're right. I'm confused about the "you're gonna get all the comfort you need" part. Like, is that sarcasm, or is she just alluding to his extreme perversion?
Yeah,
Probably pervert.
if she is, then like I don't. It doesn't make sense. I don't think that's. I think you're supposed to think that, but I don't. But I don't know what it would be. Buick 8 was Earthquake Country, right?
Yeah.
From a Buick 8. Yeah, this one he calls it Earthquake Ground.
I wrote that down. I was like, wait, that was from Buick 8, right? Because he said we were in earthquake ground again, and this time the ground felt shakier than ever.
Yeah, fucking Bill Dean's it.
But what does he mean again? Like after from a Buick
Stormy
8?
weather, like things were getting unstable.
No, I understand the earthquake ground, but he says again as though like the audience we know what he meant because we just read that book. But how would anybody else know what he meant?
I don't think he's alluding to that because he wrote that in 12 years after this.
Yep, that's what I mean. So that's just like a weird coincidence, I guess.
I mean, when you write 8 million books, you're going to use some of the same things over again. Yeah, I like Earthquake Country better.
Also, he lives in Maine. What does he know about earthquake ground?
Well, he has a house in Florida. Does that help?
No, they don't have earthquakes either.
Well, maybe he
What's
talks.
more of a West Coast thing?
Maybe he talks to Dean Koontz, who's all about California. We got to do a Dean Koontz book too. Like Strangers. Anybody read Strangers?
No.
Dean Koontz is all about the mystery. Every single book is like, what the fuck is going on until like you figure it out. And that's a great one for that. Because once you know, then you have to read it again because the whole thing makes sense. All of a sudden. Anyway, you can't condemn a man for what may only be a figment of your own imagination.
What was that?
Backtrack too far.
I brought up the after the Freiburg Fair visit because he definitely had like the touch of the shine when he got back from that.
Yeah, well, he had a touch of the shine, and the whole town had a touch of the Tommy knockers with the like hive mind shit.
That's a good point.
It did feel like the Tommy knockers where they're all like watching them and all telling them to like get out with their minds, even though it didn't work as well on this one. Then Bill was just like, "Get out," because you didn't hear me thinking.
Joe, I guess aliens are stronger than demons.
What if it's a demon alien or alien demon? Which way do you say? What if it's a demon from another planet? Does that work?
I've never thought about that before.
See, we got to make that move.
Because I guess it's kind of redundant because it's still an alien, which is like could be super dangerous, but like that I don't know.
But you can't kill it because it's a demon alien.
Right, and it can possess you? Well, I guess aliens do that. Well, that's Tommy knockers, but
just imagine Emily Rose with being possessed by the thing from Alien.
Well, yeah, but like it still looks the same because it's her body.
She would just be like, "Oh,
yeah.
we kind of fun."
And they're like, we can't understand you.
Yeah, what? What'd you say? Speak English. Speak it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, though, I haven't watched that one. My favorite. I love the fact that like he was guilty and he got off anyway. What did they say? You're Emily Rose. You were guilty,
Emily
Father, and you are free to go. Like, who ever heard that in the history of a court?
Did that happen in real life? Probably not.
It's based on a girl in Germany.
That's not what I meant. I meant, did he get let go in real life? I know it's based on a true story.
Right. So, it's based on a girl in Germany, and he got found guilty. I think it's close enough to call it, but I don't think that's exactly what happened. I just saw that on fucking top 10 horror stories based on real life. Fucking, you just watch Mojo run. You can go down some rabbit holes sometimes.
The problem with Supernatural though is they can always say it's based on real life because it's like you can't prove anything anyway.
Well, if you could say based on, then you can do whatever the hell you want.
Right. Well, that's also true because you can change elements.
Mm-hmm. Some scenes have been changed for content and dramatic effect.
It's like based on means it was this house, but nothing happened here.
Based on is like, remember that guy that died in that house and then people killed him? That was cool. And then you can just take that and do anything you want with it.
Mm-hmm. Turns out he was actually haunted because there was a family of ghosts that were living there.
Right? And the only reason he was there is because the ghost tricked him into going there.
Yeah. They made him kill his family.
Her song is overtly sexual.
Well.
You want to go fishing here in my fishing hole? You want some fish, honey? Here in my fishing hole? You want to fish my pond, baby? You better have a big long pole. Oh. So she's a little frisky thing, I guess you would say. And
I can't
I'm
tell.
sure there's going to be something where they're like, it's her own damn fault. She asked for it or something.
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Because that was one of the things that I thought of. Like, Mike was describing the way he said something about she wasn't dressed appropriately. She wasn't wearing a bra or something. I don't remember.
It was like the 1900s, so her ankles were showing she was a slut.
Yeah, so it was like you could see her body moving when she was dancing. Like, oh no.
Yeah, right. Tell them to go to one of your shows.
Oh no. We don't want people like him there.
Well,
He is the people, definitely the people we don't want there. The people we have to protect our friends from.
So he got to go down 19 and she got to go down 92.
Mm-hmm.
1992. At least it didn't say 1999.
Yeah,
What
but
did we just see? It was June 19th, but the wrong year.
It was the Petito. Well, no, wait, never mind. I was thinking 19th. Never mind.
What?
Nothing. I was wrong.
It might have been Petito. That was June 19th, right?
I don't think it was June. I think it was. Well, I don't remember. I just remember I kept seeing 19th dates in that documentary, but that's probably just because that number sticks in my mind now.
Something we just saw was June 19th, but it was like the wrong year.
Yeah, but I thought that was Stephen King related, or no, maybe
it might have been. It probably was. I don't know. Remember, because he always, every time I start seeing that shit, he's like, I remember he said he used 19 because he kept seeing it everywhere. And I'm like, you're right, because I keep seeing it everywhere. But it might be because of him, or it might be like new car syndrome. I don't know.
Red car. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Red car, new car, blue car, one fish.
Green fish, blue fish. Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. Maybe, I guess you're right. So, because Sarah probably died at the house. So, but again, is it Sarah that's the evil one here? Like, I don't understand. They're the haunting one.
No, I don't think so. I think there's a whole lot going on here. I think Sarah's got, I mean, maybe she could have a vendetta against any white man ever, I guess.
Well, they just keep, there's like little signs of her being like, it's like, it's reminding me of Charlie the Choo Choo, where it's like, what's really going on there? Like, she doesn't,
I feel like she's kind of teasing them, and then they get upset when they realize, and they're like, well, we're going to, take it anyway. And then she dies, probably in the lake. I don't think she dies in that. But I mean, I don't know.
Whatever. I meant the lake. Yeah, you're right. But to me, that's the house.
And then her ghost is pissed.
Yeah, but why?
Acting sensual, but I think I don't know.
Why do they keep saying that she's dangerous? Why was Kira, whatever, Kira. Why was she afraid of her?
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Clearly, I think Kira at this point should be afraid of everybody and everything.
Basically.
And so Mike's like, because first of all, he was like, oh, so what if you got fired? I'll just call you my research assistant and give you $50,000 a year. Like I said, not relatable problems. But so he tries to, every time he thinks about leaving, Joe or whatever freaks out and says, don't go, help her. Well, okay, put her in the car and everybody leave. You were just going to fucking pay her salary anyway. So just go do all this in a different town where you don't have to worry about all these numbnuts. Like, what is holding you in the TR?
He said he thought about it. I don't remember what his answer was. He was like, I thought about asking them to come with me to Derry, but I knew because he said she wouldn't. She was like paying. He said paying for a lawyer is one thing, but she won't just let me support her entire life.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't. I,
But
I don't
maybe
agree.
ask.
I don't agree with that. That's a really weird line to draw at that point. Like,
Well, also because like clearly Maddie knows something's going on because she also was being haunted. They've got the refrigerator people. I would just tell her, be like, "Look, Kyra. Why am I doing this? Kyra's in danger, and we got to get out of here." However, that may not even matter considering Joe died in Derry anyway.
who's Jared? Below, I wrote Kyra. Below Kyra, I wrote Keto, and then Carla. Put them in a box. I know who they are.
Right.
Put those names in a box. Beside them, I jotted Joanna, Bridget, and Jared, the refrigerator people, the folks who wanted me to go down 19 and go down 92. Who's Jared? Who's Bridget?
They sound familiar, but I can't remember.
These were Kai's refrigerator people.
Maybe.
Joanna. Well, Joanna's. We know who Joanna is.
Yeah.
Who the hell they? The fruit and vegetables were in a circle again on the fridge. In the middle, the letter's now spelled lie still, but it's like Lye. Like, we all know what lie does, right?
It kills you.
Gets rid of body.
Oh, right.
Discovery ID is failed.
I mean, I haven't actually watched that channel since I had cable, and that was a long time ago.
Oh, I don't watch the channel, but it's on like Max and it's on like Hulu and it's on like all the like true crime shows. I'm like, ooh, and then it's like Discovery ID. It's like, of course. Only lie still. I don't know what that means. Oh, when lies. What could lie still? I don't even know how to begin to interpret.
I mean, my interpretation is don't get involved or your soul is in danger.
Yeah, but that contradicts Helper. I mean, they were pretty emphatic about the whole Helper thing.
Yeah, but who says that they're the same people?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it depends on who's talking.
Right? Can you identify yourself so I know whether to listen or not?
Put a signature on your message, please.
Yeah, we're gonna put like a J, an A, and a something else, and you use this line, and you use Joanna used the J line.
You can put BB for Bunter's Bell.
Yeah, I think that's Joanna. I hope that's Joanna.
I just find it interesting. Like, I know she's a child and she's innocent here, but why is she so emphatic about him helping her in the afterlife? Like, especially if she's being tortured. It's hard for me to see that she would care so much about this little girl that she doesn't know.
Unless it leads to something bigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. If that's like the final kill.
Oh, yeah, she's the 13th witch.
Right.
I don't know what's going to happen. And if they say don't tackle your own quarterback one more goddamn fucking time, Jesus Christ.
I don't even really understand. Well, I do, but I don't understand how it applies.
Well, I don't even remember. Well, I don't know which time are you talking about.
No, I just don't understand how it applies to the theme of the story. Is it like who's whatever? I'm taking it too literal. Like, who's the quarterback here and who's tackling him?
Yeah.
I think it's just a cute thing to say to a kid.
Right, and the kid tried to repeat it and it didn't quite work, and now that's all they say. And then they say it again, and then again. Shut up, Artie. And when he's talking about like typing and it's so hot he's melting, I don't think I could do much thinking under those conditions. That would be too fucking hot.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Maslov would be like, "You are not writing shit right now," but
Yeah, it is also like, what does this? I don't know. It is a weird timing too, because it's like you got important things going on right now, and this is the time that your writer's block is over. Unless, no, that wouldn't make sense. I don't know. Yeah.
She screamed 4 times. A 4th scream floated out of the dark. That would be awful. Disembodied scream. Well, the crying wasn't great either. Well, that would be better than the screams. Like, yeah, wouldn't want either one.
It's all creepy.
Yeah.
He said, I was finally able to get in the zone, but couldn't do anything once I got there. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on.
That's not the zone.
How were you in the zone if you couldn't do anything? Yeah. Like, what exactly zone are you in? Because I don't know what the fuck. To me, that means you're not in the zone.
I was finally ready to start thinking about sitting down and writing.
I was ready to think about starting to write something.
And then I just couldn't. Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean you're in the zone? I kind of want to know what's going on with Andy Drake and John Shackelford. Like, where's that story? Can I get a quick graphic novel or something?
I
Get
mean,
hit by a car and like write a story while you're up in the air?
it definitely kind of pales in comparison at this moment.
What?
Meaning, like that story is not important in the timeline of our story. Like, you can put that away and focus on these people in this town or whatever's happening.
Thing happens by accident. I mean, I don't know anything. That I do remember, and you'll be like, "You son of a bitch." I'm pretty sure. So let me stop talking. Well, next page, somebody tackled their own quarterback. Yeah. So where did we stop? They go to the fair and come back, and it's so weird how intense that was. Like they were fucking chasing. What would they have done if they caught him? Exactly. Was they really? Because he was talking about raising Maddie in 19. I mean, I keep calling her Maddie because they're both children. He was talking about raising Tyra in 1900 if he had to, but he's like, well, Maddie would probably miss her. I'm like, well, wait. So, do you really think you would have actually got stuck there if like they caught you? Was that their plan? They were going to catch him and say, now you're stuck here with us.
No, I think he was in that moment. He was looking back towards the stage, and he was saying, "If I go that way, we're going to be stuck there."
No,
so
right.
I got to go forward. So I think he's just saying, like, yeah, I don't know. I think they would.
But my point is, they were chasing him. What were they going to do if they caught him?
I think, I think they would have killed him and taken his soul or whatever they do. I don't know.
Oh.
Or they would have killed the girl because the girl was actually there.
Yeah. Were they all dead? Some of them were dead, and some of them were Todash, I guess.
That's what
there
I was
was
asking.
Ones that were like more real than others, and he's like, these ones, I think if they'd have caught me, it would have been a problem, but not these over here. Yeah, the whole thing was weird, and then fucking killed himself. I'm still like trying to figure out. Okay, so where do we go now? But I guess we're gonna find.
God, I hope so.
It's like, is he still the antagonist? I'm like, I gotta suspect that he is somehow or another. But there's only 200 pages left in this fucking thing. Kind of weird spot to just start over with somebody. Just like watching Discovery ID. Spend 45 minutes on this guy, and they go, "Oh, it wasn't him. DNA cleared him. It was actually this guy."
I mean,
a 10-minute show.
There's no way DeVore's not involved here.
Yeah, it's fucking Rosette. Oh, and he calls her Roget Whitmore in the audiobook. I don't like it. It's Rosette, if you ask me. And then fucking Royce Mel dies. All the old people are dying. I feel like something's going on. Or old people just die.
Well, right. It's like they're getting ready for something.
Yeah. Like they're gathering the troops. I don't know. Wait, so we didn't read 23?
We did not read 23.
Oh, yeah. I got into 24 then. Well, I went skiing Monday and I was audiobooking on the way home. And I looked down and it said, like, chapter 24. Like, what? I think that's too far.
The last big thing that happened in 22 was, like, him all of a sudden deciding, like, I'm gonna go, I shouldn't be here, I'm gonna go back to Derry, and Joe starts freaking out and causes, like, the house to explode with noise and sound and stuff.
The car too.
Help her don't. Yeah, help her don't go, help her don't go, help her.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it, right? We're just going endgame now. 23 to the end. I feel like there's a lot going to happen here in these 200 pages.
There sure better be.
Yeah, right? There's I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, there's a whole lot of unanswered questions. I feel like this last 200 pages is going to be like a bunch of ghosts fighting. A bunch of dead people. Like, is the whole town going to kill themselves and then, like, fight? I mean, the mystery is intriguing.
Yeah, I didn't think about the parallels until you said it, Ali, but it does remind me of Tommy Knockers now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
not,
say this a lot, but classic small town Stephen King, right?
Yeah, but usually the whole town doesn't act like, it's not like the town is ever on your side, and you might have like a lot of bad apples, but like to have the entire town like it's a little different in this case because this is like it seems like something happened in the past for sure. So like
Yeah,
but
and it's usually like this part of the town against the other part of the town. It's not like the whole town against me. Like,
yes, yeah.
we love you.
He has nobody. Well, I guess he has Maddie and Kira.
That was the name, right? Ruth, the cop that they all love and wanted to kill.
I don't.
Tommy Knox
Yeah, no, I think so.
with the doll.
I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember her name. Ruth
We
sounds right.
love you. It's like a religious cult. We love you, so we're gonna have to kill you. Okay. I think that's good enough
Yeah.
for now. What are we doing after this? Since the next one's our last one, are we going needful things?
I don't care.
We'll talk about it next. Just think about it. Needful things or talisman. Pick one.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I feel like if we go Talisman, we would need to go Dark House after.
Black House. Yeah, we would.
Or Black House, sorry. So, why don't we need Needful Things first?
Yeah, we do that because it's a one-off. It's so much fun. That book is so much fun. Okay. And my definition of fun might not line up with most people's. It's very. I don't even. Well, we'll get there. So, end of the podcast. See you in 2 weeks. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.